Loudest person wins. You know, that classic extrovert's playground idea, where being visible, being vocal, that's seen as success. But what if that whole picture is, well, just not complete, maybe even backward? Today, we're going to dig into Susan Cain's book, Quiet. We're looking for the silent power of introverts, our mission. Flip that script.
Exactly. And this book, it really takes aim at that core myth, doesn't it? This idea that being outgoing, what she terms the extrovert ideal, is just inherently better.
The extrovert ideal.
Yeah. And it's more than just personality. It's this bias in society, you know?
Right.
It can make introverts feel like they're somehow wrong, like they need to act like someone they're not, which is just exhausting. So we're going to explore how these quieter folks, the ones who think deeply, listen well, prefer substance, how they're actually often the real innovators, the deep thinkers, the ones making quiet but huge changes.
Okay, so challenging this extrovert ideal, I get that. But how does that actually play out? Because lots of people mix up being introverted with just being shy. Cain pushes back on that, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's such a critical distinction. It's not about fear or social anxiety at all.
Right.
Quiet makes it really clear. Introversion is basically about how your nervous system reacts to stimulation, to the world around you. Introverts aren't necessarily shy, they just recharge differently. Usually through quiet internal reflection. They thrive with less noise, less external buzz. It's biological, you know, not some kind of flaw.
Biological, okay.
Think about someone like Rosa Parks. Her immense power wasn't in loud speeches. It was that quiet, unshakable conviction in a really intense moment. That's classic introvert strength. Deep processing, strong inner resolve.
Huh, yeah.
Or Einstein. His huge breakthroughs came from solitary thought, deep, focused work. Bill Gates, too, right? Those early successes. Often driven by intense solo coding sessions, that kind of deep focus needed for complex stuff.
And that's where it gets fascinating for me. Because this different wiring, it leads to incredible strengths. It's not just preferring quiet.
No, it's more than preference.
It's that solitude is where the ideas really cook.
Yeah.
Right? Where you can untangle tricky problems, come up with something genuinely new, away from like group pressure. Introverts often excel at that deep focus. They can be incredibly creative. And they tend to build really deep relationships because they value substance over just noise.
Depth over breadth.
Yeah. They can think long-term, resist jumping on every bandwagon, and often their best ideas come from working alone first, refining it before sharing.
And connecting that to the bigger picture. Cain doesn't just celebrate it. She gives real, practical advice for thriving, even when the world feels built for extroverts.
Like what?
Well, things like finding work that actually fits your energy style and creating what she calls restorative niches.
Restorative niches, like hiding spots.
Sort of, but more intentional. It could be a quiet office corner, sure, but also just, you know, a 15-minute walk outside, an hour of focused work without interruptions, a moment to just pause and reflect.
Okay. Deliberate recharging spots.
Exactly. Places or moments where you consciously refill your energy tank so you can bring your best self when it counts. And the big takeaway here is really powerful. Being quiet isn't a weakness. It's just a different kind of power, a distinct form. When introverts lean into their strengths, they don't just cope. They genuinely change things. They reshape the world.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Well, next time you feel that pressure, to be louder, put on a big show of enthusiasm that just drains you. Remember this deep dive, that extrovert ideal. It's often pretty misleading. Introversion isn't shyness. It's just how you're wired, how you respond to the world. And that wiring, it comes with gifts. Real power and focus, creativity, deep connection. Breakthroughs often need that quiet space to grow.
Absolutely. It's about understanding your own energy, valuing it. Whether that's finding the right job fit or carving out those restorative niches we talked about, recognize that your quiet nature, it's a formidable strength, truly. Not something to overcome. When introverts own that power, they don't just fit in, they lead, innovate, and reshape things in profound ways.
So next time you feel pressure to be louder, remember this. Sometimes the most powerful voice is the one that chooses its words carefully.
This video is presented by International Psychology Association. Follow us for more psychology updates.